Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I am joining obviously, this challenge. It is using trash to create treasure challenge. Casey from Coffee with My Sunshine came up with this brilliant idea. She is hosting it. And then the co-host this month is Yami from the Latina Next Door. I actually dug through my trash to find some items. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to get this video completed because it takes me like 2 weeks to complete a video, and I actually only needed like a day. So really excited. I also used some Dollar Tree items. I don't know if that's cheating, but they were just somewhere stuck in my closet that I was probably eventually just gonna donate or throw them away if I didn't use them. So counting it. Anyways, without further ado, let's get started. So this first trash DIY is gonna be with these tin cans. I'm gonna be using this Nimbus chalk paint by Waverly, and I'm just gonna be painting the tin cans. I only use 2 of these, and these are little bad boys that I had to dig out of the garbage because at first I wasn't going to do this idea, but I thought, why not? I know that these are in the trash, and yeah, I emptied my vacuum cleaner out on top of them, so I had to scrub them down and dry them out. It was pretty gross, but in the end, it was pretty worth it. I did end up having to do 2 coats on to these tin cans. I probably should just use spray paint or something like that. You could also use like contact paper. Really, you can do whatever you choose. I just had gray paint. I didn't have gray spray paint, so that's what made me use this. And it almost looks white, but it is like a really, really light gray. I think that's why I like it, because it's really close to white. And those are just the kind of colors that I'm into right now as far as decorating our house with. I'm using these 3 frames. I know the smaller one has like a little galvanized top. I did end up keeping that. I did end up tearing it apart and painting it. I'm just using the Waverly chalk paint in white, and I'm painting all these frames. I have so many mix match frames. I used to be into like buying every Dollar Tree item possible that anyone would haul on YouTube, or I used to do like giant Dollar Tree hauls and buy everything that was new at the Dollar Tree because it was exciting and fun. And I have so much older decor or older frames and things like that from Dollar Tree. So I was really happy that I was able to use things that I already had. So realistically, I didn't pay any money for these because I was just choosing things and picking things I had laying around my craft room. And once the frames were painted, I was waiting for them to dry, so I grabbed this scrapbook paper. I picked up a ton of this a while back at Hobby Lobby, and I'm just tracing the glass because I am actually going to Mod Podge the scrapbook paper onto the glass. Now, some people are probably like, why don't you just stick it behind the glass? You could definitely do that too, but I wanted it to be exactly like this. I didn't want the glass on top. I wanted the scrapbook paper on top. So like I said before, anybody gets at me for Mod Podging scrapbook paper on glass, that's just the way I chose to do this. Everybody has their own ways of doing things, and this is just the way I wanted. I put Mod Podge on the bottom, and then I stuck the scrapbook paper to the top, and then I did do a coat of Mod Podge over the top of the scrapbook paper so it would seal. Did this both to the larger frame and the medium size frame, or like the 5x7 and the 8x10 frame if you really want to get specific. And like I said, I was going to leave the smaller one with a galvanized top. I did have to end up taking out a tiny screw just to take the little clip off because obviously I did not want the clip on the galvanized part. I thought it would definitely look weird and kind of be in the way if you wanted to decorate the top. But yeah, this is super simple DIY. This took me 1 day to complete, which makes everything super exciting when you can accomplish something in just a few short hours. I love using the Waverly chalk paint because it dries super fast, and I have a Surebonder glue gun. Once you take the screw out, the galvanized part and the little wood piece or the backing falls apart, so I did just hot glue those back together. And then now, since everything is dry, I put everything back into place, and now I am just using hot glue. I just have the Surebonder glue sticks right now, and those hold in pretty well, so I just had to use hot glue. You could definitely use E6000, which I might have to end up eventually go back and put this back together, but for now, everything is staying intact really, really well. You will see in a couple clips down that I did have to re-glue a piece of the frame to the tin can. The tin cans are kind of hard to hot glue because there isn't just like a top. Everything kind of leaks down on the inside of the tin can. So I just gave it a ton of hot glue so it would stay perfect. And I love the way this little galvanized piece looks. I think it's super cute. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes that happens. So I just took some more hot glue and glued it, and voila, it's fine. Everything is a-okay. And the most fun part about having a 3-tier tray is decorating it. This is what the bottom looks like when it's all done, and this is why I didn't want glass on top, because it doesn't have the shiny effect, it doesn't have the glossy effect, it doesn't have the mirrory effect. I don't know. I just love the way that looks. I just used some spring decor I had and some decor I had laying around. I am reusing a ton of items that I had last year for spring that I never used that I bought from the Dollar Tree. Like I said, I was obsessed with buying tons of stuff from the Dollar Tree and just not using it. So luckily I did save a ton of stuff. So you'll see me use a lot of things like that in the next few videos I will be doing. But yeah, this is a 3-tier tray. I love it. And I love the way the tin cans look too. I think it's super cute. You could definitely like galvanize them a little more with like a spray paint or something like that. Maybe that would be an option. But I love like the light gray. I did one coat of everything on the frames, and I love the way it looks distressed. I think everything is so cute. This is a super easy DIY. I'm just using a coffee can. They're not even cans anymore. It's really disappointing. It's just like cardboard. But anyways, I'm just using the same scrapbook paper I found at Hobby Lobby. It's nice when it's 4 for $1. That's so cheap. 25 cents for paper. I think that's awesome. Yes, I had a little gap. I ended up fixing it. I ended up cutting a different piece of scrapbook paper and then just wrapping it around, and that worked just fine. If you use it for the back side, you can barely tell. I did just cut around the top. It's not the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, but it does cover well once you kind of squish it down. You could take some sandpaper and take off the top. I don't know. I didn't. I just kind of folded it in and added some greenery, and it worked out just fine. So this is what I did for the back side that was showing through. I actually ended up ripping this whole thing apart and redoing it, and it looked way better on the back side because I ended up putting the piece that was already glued there, the extra piece you want to call it, it was actually stuck there, and then I redid the scrapbook paper because I didn't like the way it looked, and it was kind of tucked inside versus hanging on the outside, which looked way better. These black flowers are from Dollar Tree. I thought this would look cute, and then I definitely changed my mind, and this is why I ended up ripping the scrapbook paper off. This greenery I had, boxwood greenery, is from Walmart, and then the other greenery is from a Trash to Treasure DIY or a thrifted item that I kind of just been placing along the way in different videos, things like that. But this is the way it turned out. It's just a cute little planner. I love the way it looks. It's simple, it's easy, anybody can do it, and it was pretty much free. I mean, we did buy the coffee, so I guess that wasn't free, but I mean, in the end, it was just going to get thrown away. So here you go. I hope you guys liked these DIYs, this trash DIY, this using trash to create treasure DIYs. If you did, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, hi, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I would love if you hit that subscribe button down below. And I'll see you guys next video. Bye!